This is Ironheart, the Black Iron Man who steals. Yeah, and I'm not just talking about the suit. Let's get over everything she stole in detail. Riri Williams doesn't inherit the Iron Man legacy. She takes it. She steals it. She builds her suit not in a cave, not while dying, but in a cushy MIT lab, funded, protected, supported, while talking about how underprivileged she is and how Tony was able to build the suit just because he was a billionaire.
Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave with a box of scraps!
While she reverse engineers Stark Tech. Stark Tech, the product of a man who bled for it, who earned it with respect, pain, and loss. And get this, she's caught helping students cheat for cash. And that's supposed to be the Iron Man replacement?
That's a hot pile of garbage. Trash, and you know it.
She talks like she's underprivileged while rocking government grants and a private workshop. She steals the suit's meaning. She steals the struggle. She steals the legacy. And Marvel hands it to her like it's nothing. And she also literally stole the suit that was funded by the government grants just because she thinks she reverse engineered it, so she owns it. Tony Stark's first suit wasn't just metal, it was his survival, his shame, his promise to change, and it felt like he fucking earned it. It didn't feel like it was being handed to him. Every dent was a scar, every blast was a choice. Now meet Riri Williams, a genius teen, a college student, a character who on paper should inspire. But here's where the cracks show. Riri didn't earn the suit, she doesn't need it. She's given a scholarship, resources, and support. She reverse engineers Stark Tech, sure. But there's no fire, no desperation, no journey, no nothing. And she bitches about it. She builds the suit because her stepdad liked the idea of Iron Man suit. And didn't she already do it in Wakanda Forever? So is Marvel just bullshitting its way into giving her a really superficial reason? I mean, if you're going to bullshit your way into a reason, might as well come up with a better reason, no?
They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
And yet we're told that she deserves the mantle of the Iron Man's legacy.
That's a hot pile of garbage. Trash, and you know it.
And it wasn't enough that Riri Williams was written with no struggle that forced her to grow. No, Marvel went further and decided to make her a literal criminal. No doubt Tony Stark made weapons that hurt people, but when he saw the ground reality, he spent the rest of his life trying to make up for it. Riri? She cheats the system and acts like she's fighting oppression. Where's the lesson? Where's the redemption? We're supposed to admire her. Why? Because she's smart? Because she says she's underprivileged? While literally being funded by MIT and having the entire support of the system? And it gets darker, much darker. She willingly aligns herself with actual criminals. People who kill and steal, not like Tony stuck in that cave making a deal with death. She joins them because it's convenient, because she thinks it's okay to steal from the rich and kill security there who are actually underprivileged minimum wage workers. But guess what? They're working for evil billionaires, so they deserve death, even if they are minimum wage workers. Honestly.
That's a hot pile of garbage. Trash, and you know it.
And just when you think that writing couldn't sink lower, let's talk about the twins. These mutant characters who were supposed to look like mini Red Hulks were reduced to lesbian twins. Look at us, we're mutants, but wait! More importantly, we're lesbians, see? We're relevant now. Please clap. What the fuck? Their identity is flattened, tokenized like Marvel ticked a box and call it representation. And it's not just disrespectful to the characters, it's disrespectful to the audience because we see it. We see the pandering, the hollow performative wokeness that replaces the actual storytelling. Marvel is like the series is cool because we have lesbians, we also have queers, we also have black people in it, and we hate evil billionaires. And here's where it really burns. This isn't about inclusion. Inclusion is great. We want everyone to see themselves in heroes. But Ironheart doesn't give representation. It gives us a checklist. Black female lead, check. LGBTQ side characters, check. Talk about oppression without showing actual oppression, check. And all that is fine if the story backs it up, but the story doesn't. There's no moral conflict, no danger that forces Riri to rise. She is given power, handed tools, and still decides to be a criminal. And we're told she's a hero because the script says so? A criminal is a hero? A person who willingly became a criminal? And what's the cost? Her armor means nothing. The legacy that was handed over to her means nothing. The message means nothing. Her being a black female lead means nothing, because instead of giving us a journey we can believe in, Ironheart gives us an empty shell wrapped in buzzwords, or should I say an empty suit who wraps around Riri Williams, and that kills the legacy of Iron Man more than any villain ever could. Tony Stark wasn't handed power. He started with nothing. No weapons, no tools, no plan, just fear, just guilt, just a ticking clock on his own heart. My boy was captured by terrorists with a piece of sharpnel crawling towards his heart every fucking second. And he had a fucking car battery strapped to his chest just to stay alive. He was a man at his lowest, betrayed by his own creations, forced to face the truth of what his genius had done to the world. That suit, the Mark I, it wasn't sleek, it wasn't flashy, it was desperate, it was heavy, it was ugly, it was a walking coffin forged with his bare hands. Tony Stark didn't just build a suit, he earned every rivet, every bolt, every weapon it carried. And after he escaped, he didn't rest, he didn't flaunt the tech, he didn't sell the suit. He changed. He tore his company apart to stop building weapons altogether. He lived with guilt and tried to do better, and that's why Tony's suit had a soul. And guess what?
Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave with a box of scraps.
And Riri's suit, it's more like iron fought, and she uses it to commit crimes. It almost feels like Marvel has something against these marginalized people. Here's where Ironheart really falls apart. Marvel tells us we should really cheer for Riri. They tell us she's brilliant, she's brave, but they never show us anything to back it up. She's already at the top, a genius, a prodigy, already in the best school, already with a workshop. She slaps together a suit, talks back to authority, helps her classmates cheat. And somehow that's heroism? There's no lesson, no sacrifice. The audience feels this disconnect and they are making it clear. And what is Marvel's reaction to all of it? If you don't like Ironheart, you're a fucking racist. You're a racist for writing such a bad character and making it black. Not like making the character black, like writing such a bad black character. It's not just that Ironheart is
trash and you know it.
It's a disrespect to Iron Man. It reduces a symbol of redemption into a symbol of entitlement and crime. And honestly, they should have just scraped this and cancelled the show. And you know what would have been better? Iron Spider. Everyone knows Iron Spider. We saw the animated movies growing up. We saw the animated series growing up. We read the comics. It's perfect. It's a kid who actually looks up to Tony. A kid who earned the suit. A kid who Tony believed in. A kid who fought, failed, suffered, lost, and kept getting back up. Peter Parker wouldn't have stolen the legacy. He could have carried it. Marvel, if you wanted a young hero to carry Iron Man's heart, you already had one.